bag weather-wise, but thousands of South Africans have taken the day off today, and we wish you a good day at home or wherever you might be. But it's a good time also to reflect on asylum seekers in South Africa. Some have been waiting for years, even decades, for a decision on their applications, and now they'll have the opportunity to be heard. It follows what's been described as a historic agreement signed by the United Nations Refugee Agency and Home Affairs Department to eliminate delays and a backlog in decisions. About 185,000 asylum seekers are affected. Now, reporter Aisha Ismail looks at what this agreement means.
The Home Affairs Department says South Africa takes its domestic and international responsibilities towards asylum seekers and refugees very seriously. Minister Aaron Motsoaledi says everybody who enters the country is protected by our Constitution and Bill of Rights. He says the agreement signed between him and the UN Refugee Agency seeks to eliminate the backlog in applications by 2023.
We say it's historic because it's for the first time that we partner with the United Nations to do such a thing. This is to deal with a backlog on asylum seeker appeal. In other words, we are talking of people who have gone through the asylum system and have not been accepted.
The backlog in the appeals process will be dealt with by hiring more staff, as well as getting technical support with the help of millions of rand from the UNHCR. But asylum seekers and refugees in Cape Town are skeptical.
They are supposed to take that money and help these refugees and take them out of here. Not to take money and give Motsoaledi. What is Motsoaledi going to do with the money?
She says despite a recent visit from a UNHCR representative, nothing has changed for them.
The kids, they eat only at night. We don't get any help from anybody. Kids, they instead of getting nappy, we are putting them plastic bags with the T-shirts. Because we can't afford the nappies. We can't afford anything.
They say the options given to them are limited: reintegrate or be repatriated to their country of origin. This, they say, goes against the Geneva Convention. Instead, they want to be resettled in a third country. Some say they have accepted an offer by the UNHCR to be reintegrated, while the applications are looked at for possible resettlement. This will happen on a case-by-case basis.
The people I'm representing don't want to stay in South Africa anymore. Before you ask me if my people will stay in South Africa, did you ask your people if they accept us now, if they're willing to accept us like family now?
And Shemi agrees.
The solution is only to help these refugees and take them to the safe place. The place that they will see that they are human beings, the place that they go to work and go doing everything when they are free. Because here in South Africa, we are not free.
Not so, says Motsoaledi.
Once you get successful, you then get a Section 24 permit, which means you are a recognized refugee. We recognize that you need international protection. And so you are under that regime of international protection. And what do refugees have? Refugees have got the same status as any South African. In other words, the benefits that refugee gets is a benefit which every South African gets, except that they don't have a right to vote. That's all.
But that status is not permanent and will be reviewed after 4 years. Motsoaledi also said no child, regardless of nationality, will be denied access to schools.
We agreed that let the children go to school and register. Then the issue of documentation will be seen by us adults while the kids are at school. But remember that in this war, those children have been weaponized in a way by being taken out of school to make the country look bad. That is denying children education. We have never done so and will never do that.
But refugees and asylum seekers here say their children are being turned away from schools and they are being discriminated against. It seems the disconnect between what government and the refugees are saying remains for now. Aisha Ismail, Cape Town.